good? Welcome back, my niggas. Welcome back. You here with another life lesson. This is life lesson number 10, my G. 10. Okay? Let's get into the topic. First of all, school is pointless, but you have to finish. Once again, I'm going to say this again, young fellas and older fellas, whoever in school. School is pointless, but you have to finish. If you hear in the background, that's the fan. That's the fan on, okay? In the background. If you hear that in the background. But look, school is pointless, but you gotta finish it. And you say, why? Why would you say these things? Why would you say school is pointless? Bro, the only really truly thing that you need in this lifetime of life, the only really two things that you need from school, period, is reading and math. All that other shit has to go. All that other shit is pointless. All that other shit that they, you know what I'm saying, they put in your brain, they put in your mind and all that is pointless. You don't use that in life. You don't use that. Every time you look at a billboard, what you gotta do, you have to read it. It's something you have to read. When you go to a restaurant and you're ordering your food, when you look at the menu, when you're looking at the menu, what does it have on it? Words. You have to read. Words that you have to read. When you go to when you go to the movies, or when you looking at the movies online, when you like looking at like seeing what's showing at the movies, what you have to do, what is there on there? What is that on there? Words. So you have to read. When you order your food, you have to read. When you go into a movie, you have to read. When you doing a driver's test, like not the self-driving test, but like when you doing driving school, you have to read. When you doing a test, you have to read. Every day of your life, you have to read. When you're reading books, you have to read. You have to read. You have to read the words. When you're applying for a cashier, you have to learn how to know. You have to know how to count. You have to be able to do cash handling, right? When you're counting your bread, when you get paid that month, you have to learn. You have to know how much you get paid, right? When you counting your checks, you have to know the number, right? Math is everywhere. Everywhere. Reading and math are the two main principles that you really needed from school. All that other shit, history, that fake ass history, all that shit, you don't need that. All that algebra 2, calculus and all that, you don't need that. You don't use that in life. Don't nobody put geometry in fucking... Don't nobody put geometry on a menu. Don't nobody say, solve this problem on a menu. No, nobody does that. You don't even use that when you're working. When you're doing a cashier job, when you're running with the register. You don't. It's basic math. I think you gotta learn, but that's the only two things you really needed. Basic math and basic reading. Those are the only two things that you really needed from school. All the other shit was very pointless. All the other shit was a waste of time. All the other shit didn't do anything beneficial to your life. You feel me? See, what they really need to be putting in the schools is mental institute. Not mental institute. I say mental institute. Damn. My bad. Not mental institute. But teach you about your mental. Focus on helping your mental health. You know what I'm saying? Telling you about depression, telling you about this suicide and all that. That's what they need to be teaching in these schools. All that other shit they be teaching, all that fake ass history, social studies, and all that shit, man, that shit is pointless. Texas history, man, all that shit pointless. You don't use none of that shit in life. Don't nobody ask you a history question. When you go on to apply for an interview, don't nobody ask you about no history. The nigga, they want to work. They want to know about your work history. That's what they want to know about. They don't want to know about no history, nigga. They ain't about to ask you no question. Oh, so what did Martin Luther King do? No, they don't do that. So what did Rosa Parks? Why did Rosa Parks stay in the back of the bus? Like, my nigga, they don't ask you that. You feel me? It's pointless. School is pointless, but you gotta finish it. It's something you have to finish in life. It's something that you have to go through in life. It's something that you have to finish. It's something that you have to, how can I say it? Not evolve from it. It's something you have to learn. Because if you don't go to school, my nigga, your parents going to jail. You see how they got it set up? You see how they got it set up? School is pointless, but you have to finish, and your ass has to go. You have no choice. You have no choice. You can't say, nah, I ain't going to school. Nah, I don't think school for me. I ain't going. Now, college, on the other hand, you can choose to go to college or not to go to college. But regular school, my nigga, middle school, elementary, preschool, nigga, you have no choice. Or that parent going to jail. The government got it set up for you to be brainwashed. The government got it set up so you can be brainwashed with all this useless knowledge that you don't use in life. That's why school is pointless, but you gotta finish. It's a must. It's mandatory, nigga. If you don't finish, your parents going to jail, or whoever carrying you going to jail. If you don't have homeschool, they going to jail. They going down. That's how the government got it locked up. That's how the government got it, so you can get brainwashed in these schools. But I'm gonna tell you this: the only really true things that you really need in life is reading and math, and you need to learn how to communicate. That's it. Communication, reading, and math. You gotta learn how to read. That is not an option. That is mandatory. You gotta learn how to know math. That is not an option. That is mandatory. Math is everywhere, and reading is everywhere. As you can see, billboards, when you going traveling, when you looking at maps, when you ordering food, when you taking a trip, when you taking a trip on a plane, it has numbers and it has words. If you don't know how to read those words, nigga, where you gonna take a trip to? Africa? Nigga, if you don't know how to read those words, what you gonna do? If you don't know how to read those words, nigga, you gonna accidentally pick up a wrong trip. You gonna be like, damn, I wanted to go to California, but damn, they got me going to Africa. Yes, because you can't read. You gotta learn how to read. Reading and math is very important. That's something you need. But I'm gonna tell you this: school is pointless. School is pointless. You don't need that shit. You don't need it. But you need reading and math. You need reading and math from the school. It's pointless, but you gotta finish it, man. You gotta finish. It's a part of life. You have to finish it. You have no choice. I'm gonna leave with that, fellas. This is Jay, nigga. I love y'all, man. I swear to God I do. I swear to God I do, bro. I love y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. And we'll be back on Wednesday with another life lesson. We stepping up on our shit. Because I told you in the previous video that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say this. We'll be back on another Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we'll be back with another life lesson. I love y'all, man. Y'all stay up, stay blessed. It's Jay, nigga, and I'm out.